welcome to the channel. This is Meredith, and today I have a haul video for you. Hopefully it's exciting. I was just in Korea for about 2.5 weeks and I did a lot of shopping. So as you can imagine, I have quite a few things to show you in my hauls. So I will be splitting them up in a little bit of a logical fashion. So hopefully they won't be like 5,000 hours long each. So this particular video is going to be homeware items and then also a couple of random items I didn't know where else to categorize. I would say that if you're in my friend or family group, don't watch this video series because I did buy quite a few gifts. If you watch my vlogs, definitely let me know what you want me to do. If you want me to just jump ahead and do my Korea vlogs and then go back and do everything chronologically leading up to Korea, let me know that. Otherwise, I can continue pushing forward because I did keep up pretty well for daily uploads for quite a while, but then I fell off when I was in Korea just because I was busy doing other stuff. 1,000 won was about 75 cents US, and then if I say that something was like 10,000 won, for example, it's about $7.50 at the time of purchase. So I'm going to start with these two random items, and that was the other thing I wanted to say, that if you do want to watch my vlogs, they're not going to be like tourist vlogs necessarily because I had lived in Korea for so long. It's more like daily life and just getting my errands done, and kind of showing you like random stuff and how to save money and things like that. Not like this is me in my hanbok in the palace, because number one, that's not my style, and then also number two, I've been to the palace like so many times. Let me just get started. So I went to a used bookstore that I used to go to a lot. It's like a chain of used bookstores, just because I wanted to buy some books to help me improve my Korean again, because it kind of like lapsed actually, because I haven't used it in my professional life anymore. I used to use Korean only in my professional life. Like I can get around, but like I can't do anything about like business in Korean. So anyway, I wanted to make sure that I'm able to like at least read. This one got me because of the title and also because of the cover art. So the fun thing about this, I learned this in Korean class. I don't know if it's true or not, but like Korea has like a particular dimension of books and they're all like the same height. That's what my Korean teacher told me, and it's kind of true when you go to a Korean bookstore. This is the book. It's called Away with the Penguins in English, but it actually has a different name, and the name escaped me right now. But when I googled it to figure out if I wanted to read this book or not, because I thought it was going to be scary maybe, I don't know. But when I read it, there was like, is blah 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 Mrs. blah 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 penguins the same as Away with the Penguins? And the answer was yes. So I'll try to put it on the screen. But basically what I read was that this was a very easy read. It was very wonderful. So basically all of the reviews looked like they were written by like a 70-year-old white lady, which is totally my genre of book. So I figured I would pick this up. So it's called Away with the Penguins. But the thing is like in the Korean translation here of the title, it says like take care of the penguins. Then I opened it up and it flipped through and it seemed like a pretty easy read. So this was 9,900 won. I also bought this because I thought it was hilarious. So this one is the Fantastic American Encyclopedia. But the reason why I read it, number one, it's supposed to like teach you like American phrases and stuff. But when I opened it in the bookstore, I opened it to like this most random unit, and this was the unit. So the unit is called Do Americans Only Eat Hamburgers and Steaks? So I thought that was hilarious. So anyway, I'm going to learn a lot about American life. I'm very excited for that. If I can find any links for any of these, I'll try to link you below if you want to try to find reviews and other people's opinions, and if you want to buy them or anything. Most of these came from Daiso, so I'll just try to find an alternative. So I always buy these. Now that I'm looking at it, I hope this one wasn't messed up. But yeah, so these are like the Italy towels. I think that's what they're called on Amazon. But they're basically the Korean exfoliating towels. I really like picking them up when I'm there because they're a lot cheaper. Obviously, I bought them at Daiso, so they're kind of expensive. So these are a 2-pack for 1,000 won, so a little expensive. If I had more time, I would have gone to the traditional market because you can usually find a stall that sells like 10 of them for like 1,000 won or something crazy. That was a little bit of an exaggeration, but anyway, I bought these because I really like them because they exfoliate really well, and I have really bad skin actually, so I need to exfoliate. And these ones are the ones that have like little pockets so I can put my hand in and just really get scrubbing really well. So I grabbed 2 packages of these, so I have 4 of them until the next time I go. So this is also like so funny. There's certain things when you go to Korea that you always buy, and it's like such a middle-aged lady thing because I don't know if you watch Stephanie Sue. Sometimes I watch her stuff, sometimes I don't. But she was recently in Korea as well, and she was doing a haul video in her hotel, and she was like, who the heck bought these household gloves? And it was her mom. But yeah, if you know, you know. But the pink style household gloves from Korea are so good. I got the medium ones just in case my hands got fat, but they have small, medium, and large, and they're so much thicker and more durable than the American ones, so whenever I go, I always grab them. This time, honestly, I should have grabbed a bigger pack because I don't know the next time I'm going. But I think I grabbed a 3-pack, and these were 5,000 won. But honestly, the style and also the thickness of the glove is so good. It's really good for doing dishes. So like the thinner like American ones, like the yellow or purple ones. I do use those, but I use them more for like cleaning. But I had to transition into using them for dishwashing because I didn't want to pay the H Mart prices for these because they're expensive. But yeah, you can always pick up a 3, 5, 1 pack of them. There's also the new ones that actually look quite nifty, but I was like, oh, I can't pay for that expensive premium version. They have little hooks so you can hook them onto your cabinets, but the hooks are like pre-built into the little cuffs. Maybe when I have a fancy lady job I can do that next time I go to Korea, but until then I just have the plebeian version without the hooks. So another one of the things that I always buy from Daiso when I go to Korea is these vacuum compression bags. So 1,000 won each. They're actually quite durable. The ones that I just threw away I have been using since I think like 2010, 2012. Anyway, long story short, I always buy them and stock up. Honestly, I should have bought only the medium size ones because I also bought the large ones, but the medium size ones are the perfect size for if you have like a regular size roller, like a checked-in one. So I should have bought more of them actually, but I bought some large ones as well. Now that I'm sitting here, I'm figuring that the larger ones might be good for storage and stuff in my closets because I only have 2 small closets in this apartment, which I'm very thankful for because in New York closets are a premium. And the other random stuff that Stephanie Sue's mom bought is also stuff that I bought, and those are laundry bags. So I always pick up these laundry mesh bags. So I got 2 for bras and undergarments, 2 different shapes because I figured I would try them out, different sizes and shapes, just because I hadn't seen this one before actually. So I was kind of, is it lame to say I was kind of excited to try out a different shape one, but also I was watching somebody else's packing for Korea trip video, I think Maya Lee or something like that, and she actually packed her bras in these. I was like, oh, I've never thought about doing that before, but it seems smart because it'll keep the shapes. And I didn't really need the big ones for sweaters because I just bought those at Daiso in New York, but it was honestly a better price at Daiso in Korea because, you know, exchange rate, and also I didn't have to pay the extended like American price. I did need this, so this one is for socks. So this one is 1,000 won as well, and I keep losing socks when I go do my laundry. I don't know how. One time I lost 6 different socks and they weren't all from the same pair because they were all different colors. After I go to Korea, I always pick these up because I did it one time and I got them for my friends and co-workers' kids, and the feedback I received was these were really good. So Korean bandages or plasters or whatever you call them are really nice actually, but yeah, they're 1,000 won each. But basically my feedback as a bandage user is that they stick really well, but they don't hurt when you peel them off, and they also don't leave adhesive behind, so like that's really hard to find. But these ones also have really fun characters on them. So these are Kakao Friends, which is, Kakao Friends is an app. There's a Kakao Talk app, and that's like a chatting app in Korea, kind of like WhatsApp, I guess. I don't use WhatsApp, but yeah, so these ones are their characters, and there's like 4 different patterns, and these are all the same size. So I got 2 of those. I also grabbed these Pororo ones because apparently, I didn't know this, but like a lot of people have very strong opinions about Pororo, but I mean, I think all cartoon characters and kid characters are very particular. But yeah, anyway, Pororo, this one here is all the same size. They're all this one, and then this one is, I don't know what her name is. I used to know. Polly? Penny? But anyway, hers are like a mixed size and shape, so these are actually quite nice as well. So I'm going to give these to my friends and their kids. So the next thing I bought was a replacement for something I also have. So the one I'm using right now in my shower is from the Way brand. I got it at FabFabFun, but I wanted a replacement because I like the Daiso ones better, because you can see here it has 4 different nubs, and this one is the scalp massaging brush, and this one I really like. It's like a shampoo brush, but this one feels so much better and it stimulates my scalp a lot better, which is good for my scalp issues. If you watch my hair care one, I also talk about my scalp issues in there. But yeah, I bought this. It was 1,000 won. So just in the sake of being transparent, I did buy toothpaste because I forgot my toothpaste in my bathroom here, so I had to buy it. I got it at Daiso. I read so many packages of toothpaste, and it was like, I just got to Korea and I was buying toothpaste, and it was like, I'm trying to read ones that have fluoride in it because it's really hard to find fluoride in toothpaste in Korea, and I couldn't do it. So I also only want to pay 1,000 won, so I got this one, and this is from the Perio brand, which is like an LG brand. But yeah, this one's fine. I mean, I'm gonna use it, but I also have fluoride rinse here, so it doesn't really matter that it doesn't have fluoride. I bought an umbrella because I forgot one, and it was rainy one day and it was downpouring, and I was like, I can't lose an entire day standing underneath this awning of this men's clothing store. So I went to Daiso and I bought this, and then the reason why I packed it was because when I left it was also pouring, but luckily I had just broken, so I didn't have to carry it, because I was like, I don't know what to do with a wet umbrella when I'm on the bus, you know. Next few things are really random. So the next big group of things are like household and kitchen items. So whenever I go to Korea, I don't know why, but the Korean like kitchenware items are very functional for me, and they also are designed usually pretty nicely. One of these things is like my friend requested a Daiso water bottle. I'm not entirely sure why, but she did. But this one is for cold water. It's 1,000 won, and it wasn't too weird. It also was like pretty slim fit, so she wanted one to put in her bag, I think for work. So I grabbed this for her. It was 1,000 won, but it's also kind of funny because it has like Konglish on it. It says drinking water is a crucial habit because water is the most important ingredients of our body. 1 or 2 bottles of water will be very good for your health. So it is good to walk for a day with this bottle too. I mean, it's not wrong, but I also had to wrap this up, so this one's sad. So the reason why this is sad is I bought a Stirstick because I wanted to do home cafe stuff in my house here, but the broke. So basically, it's not like broken, like sharp or anything. It's just that the fusing thing kind of snapped because they didn't wrap it up in paper. An afterthought, I should have asked them to wrap it, but I didn't. So I just need to glue it back together. But I bought this because I thought it was super cute because it has like a little fan on it, but it's like a little stir stick. This was from Modern Home, which was like one of my more favorite home stores in Korea. This was 3,500 won. I just need to glue it back together and just be careful with it. Yeah, I mean, it's very easy to fit back. See, it's already back. I also bought this at Modern Home. This is a mini handy fan. So I really wanted this because it was super nice. I should have used it yesterday, if I'm being honest. Yesterday in New York, it was like in the 90s and humid, and there was no air circulation. But alas, this was in here waiting for me to unbox it. But this is what it is. It's a little tiny fan. It's like, I think I paid 10,900 won for this. It's marked as 12,900, but I'm pretty sure I paid less than that. But it has like 3 speeds. And then it also has this ring, so if you put it on your desk, you're able to like sit there with it facing you. Anyway, so I bought this. It comes with a little charging cord, and again, this was going to be really nice for on the subway in New York because there's no air conditioning sometimes. Sorry if you hear it, the ice cream truck is outside, but yes, these are some training chopsticks. I got them for my cousin's kids because I don't think they know how to use chopsticks yet, but these were 2,000 won each, so a little expensive, but I thought they were cute, and I didn't want to have any fights, so I got 3 of the same one. So some of them might be a little bit small because one of my cousin's kids is a little bit older, but this is for kids who are over the age of 5, and now that I'm reading this, I hope that they're all right-handed. And as a lefty, I should have checked because I wouldn't have thought about that, but these are all for right-handed 5 years plus kids. But yeah, anyway, so I thought these were kind of nice and nifty and going to help them learn how to use chopsticks, which is, my sister said, a very good skill to have. So I also bought these, and I was planning on giving them to my sister, but now that I'm thinking about it, maybe one will go to my aunt. But they're just like little food-themed scrubbers for your kitchen. So actually at Butter, which is another home store that I actually like, it has a lot of trinkets. It's actually changed a lot since I lived there, but anyway, they had this bread style scrubber, but they had it in like a loaf of bread style where you got like 5 of them. But anyway, I just bought singles. So these were 1,000 won each. So this one's a sunny side up egg. It has like a little bit of a raised texture there. And this one is a piece of bread. So I thought they were kind of funny. My sister does a lot of baking, so I figured these would be useful for her. So I'm trying to shift away from single-use items. So in the past when I went to Daiso in Korea, I always bought the ones for the dashi bags, but they were like single-use ones. So I figured I would buy these. One is 10 centimeter and one is 12 centimeter. But these are reusable like stock bags to make dashi and stuff like that. So I figured I would get these. These are 1,000 won for both of them. So this one here I bought for myself. So I've been wanting one of these for a while, but they're kind of expensive in the US actually. But this is a handle, what's it called, chopper for vegetables, and this was 3,000 won, and I figured that even if it doesn't work that well, it was 3,000 won, and at least I'd try it, because I've been kind of wanting to make I've been really wanting to make little diced vegetables to put in like rice and stuff, and I figured that this would be kind of a nice thing to try. They had 3 different sizes and then also different types. So there was one that was like where you chop it like this, and this one's the one that you pull. I'm sorry, my descriptions are so useless. But they also had a large size and a small size. So this one was the medium. So this is what I got. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, but it has like a little blade in there, and then you pull it here and it kind of moves around. But if I pull it faster, obviously it'll chop faster. The smaller size looked like it was mainly used for like garlic, and I wanted to have some flexibility and use it for like celery and like, you know, mirepoix. This one is also random, and honestly I was like, why did I buy this? But then when I thought about it, I can't find these that many places in the US. I don't know, let me know. These are air fryer liners, and let me know. So I have like a small air fryer because I'm like one person. So I needed like the small size, and this one was from Daiso. It was 3,000 won for 60 of them. They had various different sizes, and they had ones that were like square and stuff. They also had one that was like silicone, but I was like, that's a little too much. I still want a little bit of air to get in there. But basically I've been making a lot of salmon in my air fryer, and it keeps getting stuck to the bottom of like the tray no matter how much oil I spray on it. So I figured this would be easier for that. And then my friend told me that like it's really easy to find it in her country, and she would not recommend it for like frying potatoes and stuff, and I was like, no, I just want it for salmon. But yes, they have these like at every store. There was also a bunch of butter. Butter is a little bit more expensive honestly than the Daiso ones for probably obvious reasons, because I don't think these are probably the fanciest of countries, because the ones from Butter, they got the pulp for making the paper from either Norway or France, and I don't know where this one came from, but probably not those places. This thing is another thing that when she was scanning it, I was like, why the heck did I buy that? Because I think what happened was I was like there and I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I do need one, and then I grabbed it, and then like little did I like think about it, like connect the dots. I was like, that's a stupid thing to buy in Korea to carry home to New York. But this was 500 won. It's a fly swatter. And I actually did need a fly swatter, so now I have one, and it was very cheap. But yeah, honestly, when the lady pulled it out of the basket, I was like, what the heck, Meredith? What are you thinking? Why are you bringing home a fly swatter? And then at that point, it was like too late to be like, oh, excuse me, I actually don't really want the fly swatter. Okay, this one I bought because, again, I want to do home cafe stuff. I also was like scoping out glasses, like for cups for my home cafe, and like I was like, no, Meredith, like you could get them at like West Elm, you can get them at Crate and Barrel, you don't need to carry them home from Korea. And then anyway, so I bought this. So they make like little like ruby or emerald style, yeah, it says ruby style ice cubes. So it makes 18 ice cubes, and I figured this would be cute for making my home drinks. So it's just an ice cube tray, but this was 1,000 won, I think. I also bought this one for 1,000 won. So this one is another ice tray, but it's I bought it specifically for the example here. So when I mince garlic and stuff, I wanted to make them into little cubes. And it says here that it's like silicone. You can wash it really quickly, and then you can use this for oh my gosh, my braid. You could use this for garlic and ginger. So I feel like it won't impart a smell, so I'm kind of excited to try this out, because again, I've been using like the shortcut thing, and they don't taste as good. Top of minced garlic, it doesn't taste as good as if you mince your own and then freeze it. So I was very excited when I saw this, and also it has like a fun shape, so if it doesn't impart a smell on here and I can make it into a fun ice cube with water, that would also be fun. These are random, but I thought they would be fun because, again, I'm trying to do like more food stuff at home, because I like filming that sort of content. It's just that none of my dishes are that fun looking, because I've been using the same dishes since college, and I bought them on sale in college time, and it was like on clearance at Target. Anyway, so I bought these. These are from Daiso. They're 2,000 won each. They're little melamine trays, 2 different colors. So this one's like kind of a gray green, and this one's like kind of a brown khaki color. I bought this for my sister, and it was like kind of like, should I bring it or not, because it's kind of fat, but I figured it would be okay. But yeah, it's 1,000 won. She really likes baking, and these ones you can make the cookies into 3D animals. So this one's obviously an elephant, and this one's a hippo. So I figured that this would be kind of cute, and I don't think she has anything like this, so hopefully it's fun. 1,000 won. And then this is also something random, but I've been trying to make kimbap at home, and I just can't do it properly because I have been trying to do it without a bamboo mat, and I've been just trying to do it with cling wrap, and that didn't work, and then I usually give up and I deconstruct it. But they had this reusable silicone kimbap roller thing, and this was 2,000 won, so I'm gonna give it a go. It seems nice because it has a little bit of texture to kind of grip on stuff, so we'll see if it works or not. Oh, it says you can use it in the microwave, so that's nice. I didn't read about it when I saw it, I just read what it was. I looked at the picture, I was like, I need that. But yeah, you can use it in the microwave, so I didn't know that. So these are the last 3 items. They're very random, so let me show you. Turns out I didn't need to buy a book because I could have read the newspaper. I know, I don't know what happened. This one I can't use in the microwave, obviously, because it has some like gold in here. Again, I wanted to do it for some cute plating pictures for my food and stuff, and also for like my food content. So I have this one. It's a small size, 2,000 won. Oh, actually, I'm reading this now because I was looking at the picture when I set it down. I can use this in the microwave. I'm not going to do it because that looks very metallic to me and I don't want to explode my microwave. But yeah, I don't know. The picture on the bottom of the plate says you can. But this one's a medium size one. And I thought this one would be nice because it's like one of those pasta bowl plates, you know? So it's also a small size because I tend not to use the big dinner plates actually. I always use the small saucers. So I figured this would be nice. And then this one here is also a larger size one. And this one is also like one of those pasta bowl plates. This one is also available to put in the dishwasher and the microwave. All of these say that they can use in the dishwasher and the microwave. I'll probably dishwash all of them because I don't like hand washing and I'm going to use a dishwasher anyway, and it does save water. There's been studies about it. But this one says microwave is available, but I don't think I'm going to risk it. So that is everything I bought from Korea in the houseware, sort of homeware department, and a couple of random books. Hopefully this was interesting to you. I do think I bought a lot of stuff and like a lot of random things, but they're all very useful items. I did hold myself back. There were a few things that I was like, I really want to get that. But then I was like, no. Do you really have a purpose for it? Are you really going to be willing to get rid of a lot of the stuff you have? And I said, no, everything else works just fine. So I'm going to just get the things that I know I will use and I don't already have another item for. But yeah, anyway, thank you again for watching. Hopefully this was interesting. Definitely consider subscribing if you want to see all of my other hauls. I have quite a few actually. Thank you again for watching and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.